Hey there, friends and neighbors. How goes it? Jedi Phoenix with you here. Welcome to an edition of the Chronicles that, frankly, I was not expecting to record today. Today is February 9th, as I'm recording this, and I received this package about 1 o'clock this afternoon. It was delivered by DHL, and I honestly don't know what's in it. I didn't get any emails, tracking numbers, any alerts, anything like that. I've mentioned before, I have that one saber that I'm waiting on from Rebel Sabers. I have a saber from Crimson Dawn on back order. This is obviously not a saber unless they forgot to include the blade. I am also waiting on a few saber stands from Crimson Dawn. This box honestly feels a little too heavy to be saber stands. My 16-year-old is waiting on a couple of deliveries from Crimson Dawn as well, some lightsabers. But those are getting delivered by UPS, and this was DHL doing the delivery. Or at least that's what's on the label. I honestly have no idea what this is. So you talk about a mystery unboxing. We're about to get one. I was going to open it earlier, but then I thought, you know what? I better record this because you never know. I don't know. Well, let's find out. Hi. How's it going? Don't you love modern technology sometimes? Alright. So, I'm not quite sure why my microphone zonked out, but I gave it a charge up for a few hours. Unfortunately, I had already unboxed the box and shot the video by the time I realized what had happened. But I figured I might as well finish what I started and show off what I did receive. And what came in the box was this. It is indeed a saber. As a matter of fact, it is a NeoPixel saber. Normally, I don't order NeoPixels because I like to be able to duel with my sabers. And the thing with the NeoPixel, even the heavy grade blades, they're not cheap. They're like, what, $90, $95, I think, to replace. But, what do you call it? I figured if I was going to have a serious collection, I should have at least one NeoPixel. You know? The dilemma was which one to have. But I did some thinking about it, and I realized I came up with my answer. You know what this one is. Even a casual fan knows what this one is. This, of course, is the Graflex. A little bit of trivia for those who may not know. The reason it is called, the replica models are called the Graflex is because when they were filming the original Star Wars, the props master found an old school 1930s, 1940s camera somewhere, a pawn shop or someplace like that. And the camera looks a little like this. I found a photo on the internet to show off my point. The flash attachment look familiar? Yeah. So, they took the flash attachment, they added a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and they came up with their lightsaber prop. The camera that they used, the model camera, is called the Graflex, which is why all replica models call themselves the Graflex. Rebel Sabers calls theirs the Heirloom, and I can't think of a better name for it. Because this, not only is this the saber that gets passed from Anakin to Luke, but this is the one saber, the one model out of the entire saga that shows up in all three trilogies. Sequels, prequels, and originals. Go back and watch them again. Anakin has this in Revenge of the Sith. It gets passed on to Luke in A New Hope. And it turns up again in the sequels. And not only that, but go back and watch the original Star Wars. This is the very first lightsaber that we see on screen in the entire saga. Not Ben's, not Vader's, this one. It all started with this. This is the alpha, as far as I'm concerned. So why shouldn't this be the one NeoPixel I have in my collection? Now, I would love to turn it on and show you, however, I don't have a blade for it. The blade is coming separately. This was actually a two-piece shipment. The reason I never got a tracking number is because the distributor, the factory, whatever have you, I did get in touch with Rebel Sabers about it. They, the factory was pretty much cranking out as many shipments as they could before they went on holiday break for the Chinese New Year. And what it seems like they did was they sent this out and the blade, but they never bothered to send the tracking information to Rebel Sabers for them to notify me about it. So the blade is on its way. That much I know. Probably come tomorrow, probably come the next day. I don't know, but it's en route. So the battery for this needs to be charged anyways. But let me have a look at it. This is this is beautiful. This little jewel here actually comes out. They have a replacement if I wanted to swap it out. And of course they included the blade plug, NeoPixel plug, saber stand, all that. It all came in the case. This, by the way, I think this is rather neat. This is actually a clamp of sorts. To help anchor the plug and the blade. And you can see all the little pegs in there for the NeoPixel blade. And something else I think is cool. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but you can see GRAFLEX. I've noticed a lot of the replicas have that, the Graflex, printed on this part of the hilt. And the grip, of course, is very similar to Vader's, which makes sense when you think about it. So I'm already starting to get used to that saber as far as handling it, so handling this one will be very pretty easy, I'm sure. The one thing, they have replacement plates for this. I don't know why this doesn't seem to want to come out, although I don't know if it's supposed to come out. I don't know. I'll have to examine this a little further. This button pushes in, but that might just be decorative. I don't think that provides any function. Put your D-ring on the end here. So I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy I got this. I am not going to duel this, but I am definitely going to be swinging this around, checking out all the fonts and everything. And, you know, it's... Once you get used to this, I think, is the key thing, because these are the only... This one and the Dark Legacy are the only sabers I have now that have this. And it does take a little bit of getting used to, but I'm starting to get used to it. So I'm going to enjoy this, definitely. And another thing I did learn, a little bit of an aside here. My last video I showed this case off for the Dark Legacy. Well, not this one, obviously, but the combination lock is not just decorative. You can actually set the lock. So, I don't know. I have a shelf that I use to keep the sabers on, so I don't know if I'll actually use the case. Maybe, you know, for travel. Who knows? Who knows? But it is neat to have. So, anyways, that is the heirloom. This was my mystery unboxing. And hopefully my microphone is working now. You've heard every word I've said. When I get the blade, when I get the battery charged up, I will be checking this thing out. And as usual, full review will be coming. But until then, and until the next video, hope you have a good night, day, week, whenever you're watching this. Be good, be well, be safe, be happy.